Hello and welcome to Episode 7 of our Unit4 Financials feature Spotlight series. In this episode, we're going to cover archiving. Archiving within Unit4 Financials is probably the most complex part of the application. There are two types of archiving. The first type is internal archiving. Information is transferred within the same Unit4 Financials database. Tables have a prefix ARC, for example, OAS ARC docline. So when you archive internally, you would archive from OAS docline to OAS ARC docline. The transactions can still be accessed through inquiries. What you need to do is change your selector to inquire instead of books on archiving. The second type of archiving is external archiving. External archiving is a separate Unit4 Financials database on the same database server. They're still held in ARC tables, but they are totally separate. To do external archiving, you first have to do internal archiving to the ARC tables within the same database. And then afterwards, you'll do external archiving from the ARC in the production database to ARC in the archiving database. What are the advantages? With internal archiving, it's easily accessible for inquiry purposes, as explained earlier. It's just a matter of changing the selector to inquire on the part tables within the same database. The performance of existing reports can be improved by moving from the books to the archive tables. With external archiving, it physically reduces the size of the production database because you're taking the transactions out of the production database to the archive database, and therefore it increases the application performance of the production database. Backup and restore functions can be completed more easily because there's not as much information, and the archive database can be upgraded at the same time as the production database. What are the disadvantages? With internal archiving, it obviously still takes up space on the existing database, and it does not optimize this space. With external archiving, you cannot inquire from within the existing database, and you have to set up either third-party software, such as SSRS, or set up metadata views to inquire from within the production database. What issues can you come across when archiving? First are unpaid items. What you might find is there are unpaid items still on the system in the years that you're trying to archive. Unit4 Financials will not obviously let you archive unpaid items, but the issue is not that they are normally unpaid, it's the fact that they have been set up incorrectly as matchable items. The short-term resolution is to do background matching on those unpaid items. Long-term resolution is to change those elements through scripts to on the match table. The same kind of problem affects unreconciled items. You can have unreconciled items, and Unit4 Financials will not obviously archive on reconciled items. The resolution in the short term is to do a multiple edit through a browse and change them from unreconciled to reconciled. The long-term resolution is again to write a script to make those elements unreconcilable. The third problem normally found is you cannot archive intercompany transactions. For example, you cannot archive an intercompany transaction in the company that you're trying to archive if the opposing destination company is not being archived. There is a resolution in version 15 on the company master where you can tick a flag, and that will allow you to do intercompany transactions from now on. Recently, Millennium did a company archive from 1995 until 2015. What we found was that the archive tables on the database amounted to 2.2 gigabytes. The number of documents archived were 821,000, which represented 58% of the total documents within that company. Here is a table showing how many documents were archived each year, and as you can see, early in 1997, it was 3,642, and by the time of the last archiving in 2015, the number of documents per year had grown to 71,000. So what do we recommend? First of all, you would archive all dormant companies. First to the internal, then the external database, and all life companies, except the last 4 or 5 years. To the internal database, we recommend archiving all life companies except the last 2 full years, and we recommend leaving in the current books all live companies for at least 2 full years. So, each financial year end, we would expect you to archive to the internal database the 3rd oldest year, i.e. at the end of 2021, archive 2019, and archive to the external database the 6th oldest year, i.e. at the end of 2021, archive 2016. And that was a brief demonstration on archiving. We hope you found it useful. You can watch more of our Unit 4 Financials Spotlight series on our YouTube channel. Here at Millennium Consulting, we provide dedicated support for your business. Our team of consultant-grade application and technical experts provide you with a wealth of experience in supporting mission-critical systems. We monitor and manage your solutions so you do not have to, allowing you to focus on growing your business. Contact us for further details by visiting our website, millenniumconsulting.com. Thank you.